What separates successful people from everyone else? Is it talent? Is it intelligence? Is it luck? Most people think success belongs to the smartest or most gifted individuals. But history tells a different story. Again and again, we see ordinary people achieve extraordinary results because of one simple habit: consistency. The ability to keep going when motivation disappears. The ability to show up every day even when nobody is watching. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why consistency may be the most powerful force in achieving any goal. Motivation comes and goes. Most people wait until they feel motivated. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect time, the perfect opportunity. But motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel excited. Other days you'll feel tired, distracted, or discouraged. If your success depends on motivation, your progress will always be inconsistent. The famous psychologist William James once said, "Act as if what you do makes a difference." It does. Successful people don't wait for motivation. They take action first, and action often creates motivation. The power of small daily actions. Imagine improving by just 1% every day. 1% doesn't sound impressive. In fact, it seems almost meaningless. But small improvements add up. A few extra pages read each day, a short workout, a new skill practiced for 20 minutes. These tiny actions may seem insignificant today, but over months and years, they create massive results. This is called the compound effect. Small actions, repeated consistently, produce extraordinary outcomes. Nature teaches consistency. Look at nature. A river doesn't cut through rock because it is powerful. It cuts through rock because it flows continuously, day after day, year after year. Consistency beats intensity. Many people work extremely hard for 1 week, then quit. Others work steadily for years. Guess who succeeds? The person who continues, not the person who starts. The science behind consistency. Neuroscientists have discovered that repeated actions strengthen neural pathways in the brain. Every time you repeat a habit, your brain becomes more efficient at performing it. This is why habits become automatic. The more consistent you are, the less effort is required. Psychologist B.F. Skinner studied how repeated behaviors become patterns. The brain loves repetition. What you repeatedly do becomes who you are. Consistency literally rewires your mind. Why most people fail. Failure is rarely caused by lack of ability. More often, it comes from inconsistency. People start with excitement. They buy books, create plans, set goals, and then they stop. Not because they can't succeed, but because they quit before results appear. Success often works silently. For a long time, nothing seems to happen. Then, suddenly, progress becomes visible. The problem is that most people quit during the invisible stage. The bamboo tree lesson. There is a famous story about the Chinese bamboo tree. After planting the seed, you water it and care for it. For the first year, nothing happens. The second year, nothing happens. The third year, still nothing happens. The fourth year, no visible growth. But during the fifth year, the bamboo tree can grow over 80 feet in just a few weeks. Did it grow in a few weeks? No. It was growing underground the entire time, building strong roots. Your success works the same way. Consistency builds roots before results. Discipline beats motivation. Many people believe motivation creates success. Actually, discipline creates success. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. Motivation says, "I'll work when I feel like it." Discipline says, "I'll work whether I feel like it or not." The philosopher Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Greatness is not one big action. It is thousands of small actions repeated consistently. The difference between winners and losers. The difference is often smaller than people think. Both face obstacles. Both experience failure. Both have bad days. The difference is that winners keep going. When they fail, they learn. When they struggle, they continue. When they feel discouraged, they still take the next step. Consistency allows average people to outperform talented people who quit.
Real-life examples. Consider athletes. They don't become champions because of one great workout. They become champions because of thousands of workouts. Think about musicians. They don't master an instrument in one day. They practice daily. Think about successful entrepreneurs. They face rejection, failure, and setbacks. Yet they continue showing up. Every success story is actually a consistency story. The compound effect of habits. Imagine two people. The first improves slightly every day. The second delays improvement and waits for the perfect moment. 1 year later, the difference becomes enormous. Tiny habits create massive gaps over time. Reading 10 pages daily becomes dozens of books. Saving a small amount regularly becomes wealth. Practicing a skill daily becomes expertise. Consistency turns ordinary actions into extraordinary results.
Is hard. Consistency is difficult because results are delayed. We want immediate rewards. We want instant success. But life doesn't work that way. The process comes before the reward. The effort comes before the achievement. The challenge is trusting the process even when you can't see progress. And that requires patience. How to build consistency. Here are 5 simple steps. First, start small. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for repetition. Second, create a schedule. Make your habit part of your daily routine. Third, track your progress. A simple checklist can increase consistency. Fourth, focus on systems instead of goals. Goals give direction. Systems create results. Fifth, never miss twice. If you skip one day, get back on track immediately. A powerful story. Imagine 2 students preparing for an important exam. One studies 10 hours in a single day and then quits for a week. The other studies 1 hour every day. Who will perform better? Usually the second student. Not because they worked harder, but because they worked consistently. Consistency transforms effort into achievement. Final message. Remember this: success is not built in a day. It is built daily. You don't need to be the smartest person. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need unlimited motivation. You simply need consistency. 1 workout, 1 page, 1 lesson, 1 step, every single day. Because small actions repeated consistently become powerful. The people you admire are not necessarily more talented than you. They simply stayed consistent longer. So start today. Start small. Stay patient. Trust the process. And keep showing up. Because consistency has a power that most people underestimate. And if you master consistency, you can change your entire life. Thank you for watching. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. And remember, small actions, every day, big results.